Welcome everybody to the Miami Sports Vibes YouTube channel. It is now time for our weekly NFL pick show. This has been a pretty interesting season, man. When it comes to my betting record, when it comes to Georgia's betting record, my straight picks against the spread, I've been doing pretty good for the most part, man. I mean, you see the record below for itself. Last week was a little bit of a slow week. I went 4-3 with my bets. I put 7 plays. The good thing is I went positive, man, but not the hot streak that I've been on. And George actually, he cooled down a bit, man. He only hit 4 of his bets. He went 4-9. Bringing his record a little bit, a little bit differently, but he's still plus 10 in that department. So he's going to be joining the show later on. He's going to bounce back, no doubt about that, man. The dude went straight to the lab. He was a little bit pissed off, but that's betting, man. So he said he's coming in locked in for a bounce back. So George will be on later on the show as always. I have a lot of plays for you actually today. And the Dolphins Same Game Parlay. Listen, that's been hidden, man. I've been doing my thing with those plus 300 bets for the Dolphins. So I have another one cooked up for that primetime game, and it's going to be a dandy, man. In Philadelphia, I was saying that I was going to go to that game. And listen, when it comes to those ticket prices, I mean, it is insane. The cheapest ticket is like $345 to sit all the way at the top. I mean, that's just starting price in Philly. That's too much for me, man. I don't got that kind of bread to be going to a game for that much money, So I'm going to be watching that at home. I'm still freaking excited. That atmosphere is going to be crazy, though. It's going to be insane. Those Philadelphia fans are sick. They really are. They're sick. I've been there for basketball, sporting events, playoffs for the Miami Heat, and I heard they're crazier when it comes to their Eagles. So maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing that I'm not going there today. But it's gonna be a dandy. I'm excited for that game. I'm glad that it's Sunday night. I have the opportunity to watch all these other games, be locked into my bets, and not really stress about the Dolphins game until later on tonight. Welcome everybody that's pulling up to the chat. Giannis, what up? What up? Zell, what's up? What's up? I got an interesting one pick for you later on. So I'm interested to see how you feel about that. But let's dive into things, man. Let's go with these picks. Let's break down these games. Let's see what I got. Who am I against? Who am I fading? And then we get George up in here. But man, week 7 of the NFL. Like, damn. Time flies during the NFL season. It's freaking crazy. It really is. All right, so let's get into these games. We're going to start things off all the way at the top. We're going with game 1, the Cleveland Browns taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Indy is at home here. Cleveland is favored by 3.5. You had a couple of question marks here about availability when it comes to the Cleveland Browns. There was question marks about Deshaun Watson. Is Deshaun Watson going to be active today? We just got word a couple minutes ago that he will be active today. So Deshaun Watson is giving it a go after a shoulder injury, missed a couple of weeks, had the bye week in there, but he's ready to go. Then you got Kareem Hunt, who is obviously the number 2 running back. He was questionable. He looks like he's giving it a go. So the Cleveland Browns look to be all stacked up, ready to go for this matchup. I freaking love the Cleveland Browns. I've been saying it on this podcast week after week. I've been hyping them up like crazy, and that has nothing to do with Deshaun Watson. They have lost Nick Chubb. I still like the team. So there goes to show you, like if Nick Chubb was healthy, I'd love the team even more. If Deshaun Watson played to Deshaun Watson level, which he hasn't yet, I would love them even more. But there goes to show you, like, you can argue their 2 most important pieces are not even in the mix, and I still love them. That's a good sign going forward because they can, Deshaun Watson could definitely start turning it up later on in the season. Obviously, you lost Nick Chubb, but I like Ford. I like Kareem Hunt. What impresses me the most about this Cleveland Brown team is their freaking defense, man. Their defense is awesome. Their defense is fun to watch. I mean, you saw what they were able to do to the 49ers last week. They're no joke, man. I mean, you win that game against the 49ers with PJ Walker as your quarterback. Like, their defense was balling, and they've been tremendous all freaking year. Absolutely love the Cleveland Browns, man. I love them to even win that division. I love Cleveland, man. Give me the Cleveland Browns to win this game, and give me the Cleveland Browns laying the 3.5. Absolutely love this team right here. And it is, battle of the backup quarterbacks. Well, Deshaun Watson's active. Yeah, disregard Deshaun Watson is active. So Minshew is starting over there. He could always make it a game. But yeah, I'm going with the Browns. I'm going with the Browns on this one. And laying the 3.5 there. Next, we got a matchup at MetLife Stadium, a division matchup. You got the Washington Commanders favored by 3 points at MetLife against the New York Giants. Listen, the New York Giants, man, they're with Tyrod Taylor today again. I think that's a good thing because I think Tyrod Taylor is a serviceable backup QB. I'm not a big fan of Daniel Jones. Um, my buddy Denzel is a fan of Daniel Jones, but his Giants stress him the hell out. I know he's not looking forward to this game because these matchups right here, when it comes to the Commanders and the Giants, it seems to be a stressful, ugly game every single time. These two teams tied last year. I mean, they ended up with a tie, 20-20. This is going to be an interesting game, man. It's a division game. I like what I saw from the Giants last week. And you can argue, was that the Giants being impressive or was that Dable knowing Josh Allen's tendencies from his time in Buffalo? It could go either way. Nonetheless, the Giants could have won that game. They should have won that game against Buffalo, and I saw some inspiring things. Saquon Barkley was the question mark. Him coming back, how is he going to be able to perform? He looked pretty good out there. All right, he looked pretty good out there, and I think he's going to look even better today. He's had great numbers against the Commanders in the past, especially last year. So I like that there. And also, the Giants, like I said, they play this team tough. It's a division game. I know the Washington Commanders offense has been kind of cool. Yeah, it's picking up some steam there with Eric Bieniemy, but you still have Ron Rivera as the coach, and the Commanders are not that impressive to me. So you're going to be a 3-point favorite on the road here. I don't know, man. I don't know if I like that, man. I really don't know. I'm going to go with the Giants to actually, I guess, upset and win this game. Reasons why I say that: they beat the Commanders last year in the first meeting, they tied against them in the second meeting. This team is not 3 points better than the New York Giants. Like, I'm sorry. I love the Giants to at least cover. You're a home underdog getting 3 points. I love them plus the 3. It could go either way as far as the game goes. Washington could certainly win this game, but if they do, I love the 3 points that the Giants are getting. Give me the Giants plus 3 here, and give me the Giants to actually win this game. I love the 3 more, obviously, but I'm gonna go. I have to pick a pick, and I'm gonna go with my gut. My gut says the New York Giants come out with this W here. So let's see how it goes. Good luck, Zell in the chat. Next, another division game. I love these, man. I love division games. They're freaking tough. You can't ever get a good read on them. The Atlanta Falcons going against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay is at home. They're favored by 3 points here. Falcons are a team that it's just a weird team, man. It's a weird team. I can't get a good read on them. I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they're bad. They're not terrible. They're just like right in the middle. And the same thing goes with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like, it's a team that they have a couple things going for them, but they also look really bad at times. This is a weird game, but it's a division game. I think the line is accurate when you have 3 points. I think that's as high as you could go when it comes to division games. I'm going to go with the team that I think has more talent, and that's the Tampa Bay Bucks. They're at home. You got Mike Evans. You got Godwin. I know they haven't had crazy seasons thus far, but I like that, and I like the Tampa Bay defense stopping the run. I think the Atlanta Falcons love to run the ball, and I think that's what Tampa Bay is good at stopping. You got Devin White out there. I like the Tampa Bay Bucks here. Give me the Bucks to win this game, and I'm going to actually take the Falcons plus the 3. Because it's a division game, I'm going to take the 3 points here. Worst case scenarios, Tampa wins by 3. We get a push, and it's a tie for me. But straight up winner, Tampa Bay against the spread. I'm going the Falcons plus the 3. Ritter is the worst QB in the league. You know what? Off the top of my head, I think you're right, man. I mean, but honestly, let's talk about the quarterbacks in this league. Now, if you think about it, we got some bad quarterbacks. Like, we've seen some bad quarterback play this season. Like, this is a year where you're not really seeing a lot of quarterbacks shine and a lot of quarterbacks do their thing where you're like, wow, damn, this quarterback's got that it, man. Wow, this quarterback's impressive. Like, we've seen a lot of mediocre to bad quarterback play throughout the entire league. Ritter's obviously one of them. Derek Carr hasn't been impressive. These are just names off the top of my head. Who else hasn't been impressive? There's a lot of guys out there. Justin Fields is like, there's Daniel Jones is another one. Who else? I mean, Kenny Pickett was supposed to be good. He doesn't look too good. Mac Jones is another one that doesn't look good. There's a lot of quarterback play here that it's Burrow also. Hey, Burrow's Burrow, but he hasn't looked too good. Like this year, the quarterbacks are, I don't know, man. It makes you miss the old days when you used to have Manning and Brady and Favre and all of these guys. Like, damn. But hopefully that changes. I mean, this league needs good quarterback play. Us as fans, we really need to see better quarterback play this season. Hopefully things get going. But I'm gonna agree with you. At the top of my head, I think Ritter is the worst QB in the league. Zach Wilson's another quarterback. Dak Prescott's another quarterback. You see what I mean? Like, if you think about it, like we've had some go through the quarterbacks. Go through the quarterbacks for all the teams. There's nothing really like nobody's really shining like that. Even Mahomes, you can argue Mahomes is having a kind of down year without the enemy. Things look a little different. Herbert doesn't look too impressive. Um, and before, back in the day, you used to always know what you're getting from those Bradys and the Mannings and the Favres and the Rodgers back then. You always knew what you were getting with those top guys. But hopefully that changes, man. Hopefully that changes. Let's see what else we got here. So the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots. Now this line opened, I think it was 9.5 that the Bills were favored in a division game on the road, which is shocking to me. Now the Patriots suck. Don't get me wrong. Like, they suck, man. Like, losing Judon is a big deal. I talk about this every week. Losing Gonzalez is obviously a big deal. Love this freaking comment, by the way. Love this freaking comment. You know what? I'm going to leave it there for a little while so everybody could just marinate and just soak this in. Tua over Herbert. We have gotten to that point. It took a damn long time, but we are here, ladies and gentlemen. Tua over Herbert. Not my words, his words. I've been saying it, but it's nice to see somebody chime in. So let's leave that let's leave that up there. I like the way that looks in my stream. All right. I love that. I love that. So Buffalo Bills favored by 7.5. What's my read on this? Okay. Patriots suck. No Judon, no Christian Gonzalez. The Buffalo Bills obviously are a better football team. Patriots look god awful. Mac Jones looks awful. Bill Belichick, there's rumors about him staying long-term in New England, which was a bit shocking news to me that I found out this morning. Patriots are at home. It's a division game. You're coming off a loss that you probably should have won. I'm going to pick the Bills to win this game, obviously, but I'm going to pick the Patriots to cover the 7.5. This number was 9.5 originally. I wish I got it then, but for the sake of the show, it's at 7.5. I'm getting the Patriots to keep it within a touchdown. It's a division game. I'll take my chances, even though I think the Pats suck. It's just division games sometimes can be tricky. You're giving me 7 points. I like the plus 7.5, but I'm taking the Bills to win this game. Straight up. Let's see. The Raiders taking on the Bears. All right. It's a weird game, man. It's a very weird game. So Raiders are favored by 2.5 points here. Both of these teams are so mid. Both of these teams are not that good. But I got to pick one, man. I was starting to lean towards the Chicago Bears early on in the season. I mean, in the week. But now that time is processed, a little bit of time has gone by. I'm kind of leaning more towards the Raiders. I think they're better than the Bears at the end of the day. They're on the road. They are favored here by 2.5 points. Give me the Raiders, man. Give me the Raiders to win this game, and give me the Raiders laying the 2.5 points as well. All right. So those are my my picks for that game. Next game, you got the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. This one's a tricky one, man. This one is a tricky one for me. I couldn't get a good read on this. I wasn't definitely sure who I was going to ride with on this game because I'm torn. I mean, I love what I've seen. I love what I've seen from the I love what I've seen from the Detroit Lions this season and their offense. Sam Laporta, I've been talking about him. He looks freaking amazing. Now, not having David Montgomery makes a difference. He's out for today. I think that's huge. I really think that hurts them as a team because he is a touchdown dependent guy. That guy just gets into the freaking end zone. He is a beast. He's a monster. I think that matters, man. I really do. I really think that matters, and not having him is a big blow. You're going against the You're going against a Baltimore Ravens team that is tough. All right. You're going against a Baltimore Ravens team that's at home. I like the Ravens from a physicality standpoint here, man. I think that the Detroit Lions are riding high. They have a nice record. I believe they're 5-1 now. I think it's time for them to kind of, temper back. And I think this is the game where you go against a physical team, you get a little humbled, you go back to normal, and then you start cruising. You bounce back next week. I like the Ravens here. Give me the Ravens to win this game at home, and give me the Ravens also minus the 3 points. I think this is a solid spot for the bounce back, man. For the solid spot for the Lions to get humbled. So, Lions fading you this week, going with the Ravens, and the Ravens minus the 3. Lamar overrated. Oh man. Oh, don't get that conversation started, man. That conversation has been won. Okay. Hey, listen, 2 people going Lions here on the chat. I'm going with the Ravens. We'll see how that goes, man. We'll see how that goes. Next, the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. I know Giannis in the chat is a huge, huge, huge Rams fan. Rams are at home. They got Cooper Kupp back. He looks like he hasn't missed a freaking step. That dude's a freaking monster. I can't believe, honestly, Cooper Kupp is so fucking good. Damn. It's insane. It's insane watching him ball, man. I love that kid. Love that kid. But Steelers defense, man. Steelers defense, Steelers defense, Steelers defense. How many times do I talk about this on the show, man? Steelers defense looks freaking good. They look freaking good, man. Their offense, on the other hand, they look like a complete mess. I don't understand what's going on with that offense. Najee Harris looks like a freaking bust. Kenny Pickett was supposed to have a good. Everyone was talking about the Steelers preseason, man. The Steelers preseason, about their offense. Their offense looks ass. But this is not why I'm picking them. I'm picking the Steelers here to win this game on the upset because of their defense, number one. And I think they're a better team than the Rams. And I also think that in Los Angeles, you're going to see 80% Steeler fans. You're going to hear 80% Steeler fans in that stadium. This is going to be a Pittsburgh home game. I mean, you know how it gets over there. When you go to LA Chargers, or you go to the LA Rams, you go to SoFi Stadium, and you got this big team, these big name teams coming in, like the Pittsburgh Steelers of the world, like the Dallas Cowboys, like the Vegas Raiders, all of those historic teams, like the 49ers, all of those historic teams, they just invade that place, man. They invade that place. They come in hot and they get things going. So the Steelers, I'm going to pick them plus the 3 points. And I'm also going to pick the Steelers for the upset to get this win. We'll see how that goes. Wow. Hey, you got the Steelers too? Okay. Toss up, both average teams. Absolutely. But so Zoe, you going with the Rams on this one? I'm interested to see which way you're leaning. You got Giannis on the Steelers. I'm going with the Steelers. I'm interested. I'm guessing you're going Rams. That'll be interesting. Remember, Kyron Williams is out. I think that's a big piece to their offense. I think that's a big loss right there. He's on IR, so he's going to be out for a while. Okay, going with the Steelers. I agree, man. I think the Steelers, this is a good spot for them. Love them plus the 3, and I'm going to pick them with the upset going straight up. Next, you got another division game. The Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. I think this is going to be a big Seahawk game here. I love a lot of the Seahawk players today. DK Metcalf is questionable. He looks like he's going to give it a go, though. I think this is a big bounce back game for Geno Smith. I think Geno Smith has a game. I think Kenneth Walker, who has dominated against the Cardinals last year, getting to the end zone every single time they played this team. I love that. Love that spot. I love this spot for DK Metcalf as well. He has scored against the Cardinals last year as well. I like it, man. I'm all on the Seahawks here, all on it. I know it's a division game. I kind of want to take the +9. Should I lay 9.5? It's not me to do that. I like Seattle at home to get the win, but give me the 9.5. Give me the +9.5 here for the Cardinals to cover this game in Seattle, division opponent. Why not? I'll take my chances. Cardinals are a physical team. I say this all the time. I don't understand how. I mean, their roster freaking sucks, but they stay in games, man. They fight. They have impressive outings sometimes. I can't lay 9.5 with the way the Cardinals have been looking, even though their record shows otherwise. Like if you watch the Cardinals games, like they're always freaking in it. I don't freaking get it. I I can't tell you why, but give me the Seahawks to win this game. Give me the Cardinals covering the 9.5. Absolutely love those players that have big games for the Seahawks as well. So next on the board, we got the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. This game's in Arrowhead. And yeah, man, this game right here is an interesting one. I mean, this is a Chargers team that has, you have Eckler back, which I like. You still don't have Mike Williams, but it's a division game. The Chargers played the Chiefs very, very tough 2 times last year, winning one of them. The Chargers absolutely can win this game against KC. They've done it before. You're getting 5.5 points. Absolutely love that for them. So I'm definitely picking the Chargers to cover the game here. But the Chiefs at home are a different breed. I feel comfortable enough taking Mahomes, taking Travis Kelce, and I'm good with that, man. I'm good with that. So I'm gonna go with the Kansas City Chiefs to win this game, right here for sure. And then I'm gonna pick the 5.5 points. I'm gonna pick the Chargers to go ahead and cover this one, because it's a division game. You're giving me more than 3 points. I like that. I think this started off at 6.5. It would have been a miracle if I saw it at 7. I would have grabbed that. So I'm not picking this as a best bet. I'm just gonna enjoy this game. I think this game is gonna be awesome. But go ahead and give me the Chiefs, lock the Chiefs in for me, but give me the Chargers to cover the 5.5. I wish it was at 7 because that would be a definite smash spot. But I think we'll do. I think we could do with 5.5 points. You're getting me over 3 points. I like that. I like that. Let's see what else we got here. Herbert stinks. You guys are funny. You guys are funny in the comments, man. Next, the Green Bay Pack. Oh God, how about this game? How about this game? Does this look like an entertaining game to you? You got the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos. This is Packers. Packers are favored by 1.5 here in Denver. Oh man, talk about an ugly game. Talk about an ugly game. This game right here is going to be a game that I probably will have on the smallest box on my TV. But yeah, I'm not really liking this matchup. I don't know which way to go. But give me the Green Bay Packers to win this game. Give me the Green Bay Packers laying the 1.5 points as well. I think this is going to be an ugly game, but I like the Packers here. Two coaches that are, they're, a lot of people give them a lot of credit, but sometimes their performances aren't too pretty. Next, the Miami Dolphins. We got my boys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles Sunday Night Football. Talked about this game earlier today. I talked about this game also earlier in my Dolphin stream. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to be locked the hell in for this one. This is going to be great. You got the Eagles coming off a loss, though. Coming off a loss to the New York Jets. They're pissed the hell off. They have their throwback uniforms tonight. They're in Philly. That crowd's going to be freaking crazy. Dolphins getting 3 points here. This line went up, man. You're going to give this Dolphins offense 3 points? I love that. I absolutely love the +3 here. Like, seriously. Come on, man. This Dolphins offense to keep this game within 3. The Philly defense does not look spectacular. Against the run, yes, but against the pass, no. And that's what the Dolphins are very, very good at. Love the Dolphins to cover here +3. And when it comes to the straight picks, I am going to go with the same team that I picked earlier this week on my show. My co-host Jacoby said the Eagles are going to win. I said the Dolphins are going to win. Give me my boys. Give me the Dolphins to win, and give me the Dolphins plus the 3. Let's go. Let's get this dub, man. Let's get this dub tonight. Monday Night Football. San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. There's a little question mark going on. Is Christian McCaffrey going to play? Word on the street is that is leaning towards playing. I'm going to assume that he's going to play this game. They're on the road against Minnesota. Minnesota without Justin Jefferson. Minnesota they look like garbage. Give me the 49ers, especially since they lost last week. Give me the Niners to bounce back. And I'm going to lay the 6.5 on the road as well. And those are my NFL picks against the spread. Those are my picks straight up. And Now it's time for our betting segment. And I'm going to bring my boy George onto the stream. He's locked in, ready to go, ready to bounce back. Let's get my boy up on here. What's up, George?
Yo,
How's it going,
what's
man?
up, boy?
Listen,
Everything's
bro.
good, bro. Everything's good.
Listen. I know you went deep in the bag, bro. You went 4-9 last week. You cooled off a little bit, but I know you're
Yeah,
ready, bro.
had to happen, bro. Had to happen.
It was only a matter of time, though. We had a pretty good
Yeah,
streak on.
yeah.
But I'm excited to hear what plays you got in store for us, man. So,
Yeah. So listen, man. Again, hey, listen, man. You got to trust the process. You know what I mean? You don't make money betting if you give up, if you have one bad day or a bad week. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to. You kind of got to keep going. You got to pick your spot. So I'm gonna kick it off with the Ravens game, and I'm taking -2.5. I got it at -110 on Flip. I like this Detroit Lions team a lot, but I'm not letting that kind of, take away from where the lines were moving. Again,
mhm,
like I said, I like to follow the sharpest sports books, see where people are putting their money on those books, and I make my bets accordingly. So I saw it at a good spot. Ravens by a field goal -110 on Flip. That's my first bet of the day.
I like that. So you got it at 2.5, huh?
Yeah, -2.5, -110 on Flip. Yep.
I love that. Good value there because now it's up at 3, and that 2.5 is perfect. What else you on, bro?
All right, so the next one, I'm actually on a lot of unders today, bro. So starting with the Atlanta Tampa Bay game, under 39.5. Look, man, I know like before I used to bet kind of, following the data, dude, I would just bet overs all the time. And that's because deep down in your heart, like you want like a good, exciting shootout, right? But the reality is, bro, a lot of these games go under. Some of these games are kind of boring if we're being honest. And listen, don't get me wrong, good defense is not boring to me anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like if I got the under in the game, I'm rooting for the defense. I'm rooting for turnovers, all that stuff. So, I like the under at that spot, bro. Atlanta Tampa Bay being a conference game. We don't really know, what these teams really are, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like it's early into the season. Like some weeks they'll put us some points, some weeks not really. So, I like it to go under, man. 39.5, -110 on BetMGM.
Oh, I like that. I like that. It's a division game. Division games you're gonna get a physical matchup. So I like the under in that spot. And then Desmond Ritter's the quarterback in Atlanta, so that should help you
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, you never know what you're getting there, bro. Keeping with the same theme though, bro. Same exact number, under 39.5. We're talking the Giants and the Commanders game. I like that game to go under as well. Two offenses that have been, well, one has been very underwhelming. The other's been, again, a little hit or miss here and there, but nothing to write home about. -120 on Hard Rock Sportsbooks. Again, I saw that number. I liked it. Do I wish I could have gotten a few more extra points to be a little more comfortable? Yeah. But, like if I'm getting -39.5 or -120, if I kept trying to go up, bro, those odds are just going to be terrible. You know what I mean? Like you got to make some money back, bro. You can't risk all this money just to make back like chump change. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I'm going to
facts.
take that number again, 39.5, -120 on Hard Rock.
I like that. Another division game, always physical matchups. Like the under there. What else you got?
Indy Cleveland, same thing, under 42 this time though. So now 42.5, it's under 42 flat, -120. You can get that on BetMGM. Same thing, bro. I mean, what the Browns did last week was incredibly impressive, right? Now, was their offense cooking? No, but it's the defense, bro, that got them through. Now, the
Mm-hmm.
Colts and Gardner Minshew, I know a lot of people thought that they were going to kind of just keep running on all cylinders, but last week kind of showed that he can be stopped. And we're talking about one of the best defenses in the NFL, bro. I mean, what I thought San Francisco was going to do was able to power through Cleveland. It didn't matter. I had too much belief, I think, in San Francisco. And last week, I lost some money because of it. You know what I mean? So this time, I'm going to trust Cleveland and I'm going to trust the Colts not to give up too many points to a bad offense as well. So under 42, I like that spot there as well. Like I said, -120 on BetMGM.
I like that, and I love the Browns. The Browns defense, bro. They're the real deal. And yeah, you the 49ers and the Bills. Those are the two teams that kind of screwed you over last week. The,
Yeah, absolutely,
yeah,
man. Yeah, they
yeah,
kill me, bro.
yeah. They
But
really
hey, when
did.
teams are hot, though, you got to bet on them. But eventually, they'll cool off. You know what I mean?
No doubt. No,
Sticking with the same game, give me the Commanders -1. So for them to win, if they win by a point, you push, you get your money back. But I'm thinking they win by, at least 3. Give me the Commanders -1, -120, sticking with the same sports book bet MGM. Again, bro, do the Commanders impress me in any type of way? Not really. But the Giants just they haven't really done anything, man. Even against the Bills, like when you probably thought for a second, like, oh, they might be able to pull this out. They couldn't hang on to that, man. Even when their
mhm.
defense played incredible. You know what I mean? So I got no belief in them. They still haven't given me a reason not to bet against them. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna take the -1 is a good spot there. You know what I mean? I like that -1, -120.
Yeah, how early did you grab that -1? Because it's up at 3 now. That's pretty good value you got.
That
Probably in
might
the
have
beginning?
been on like a Tuesday or Wednesday.
That's good.
But to be honest with you, if you don't see the value in the -1, I mean, again, I didn't take it, but I'm not gonna be mad at you if you take it at 2.5 or 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you can get it at that spot, like odds probably won't be, as good, but I would still feel confident taking it. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, I might just go back in and just double dip, man. You know what I mean? Just find a good
Oh,
spot, -3 somewhere.
okay, so you're fading the Giants.
Yeah. Oh, full fade on the Giants, man. Full fade. Full fade on the
Uh,
Giants, bro.
all right, all right. What else you on?
Arizona, Seattle, another under here, under 46.5, -125 on Fliff. The Seahawks are a team I really like, and I like Arizona too, man. We've talked, I think, pretty
Yeah.
positively about both of those teams here when we're talking about betting. But again, a divisional game, man. Divisional games, people always say, oh, divisional game this, divisional game that, but it's a cliche for a reason, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be a tough fight. And then, bro, the Seahawks actually had a lot of chances last week to put up a ton of points, and they didn't. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know if the offense isn't really clicking crazy like that, but I like that game to go under too, man. 46.5. I think that's a good spot too. 46.5.
Yeah, I agree.
-125 on Fliff.
I agree with you there. I agree with you there. What else you on?
Last straight pick. Then I got a few touchdown scores, man.
All
You're
right.
gonna hate this one, man. You're gonna hate it, bro. I hate it too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I
Damn
hate
it.
Give me the Eagles -1 versus the Dolphins,
Uh,
bro. -120 on BetMGM. I don't know which way this game is gonna go. I'm excited to watch it, man. I think it's gonna be a great matchup. I think this game is gonna give us a lot of fireworks. I could see a lot of points being put up, but I don't know, man. Something about the Eagles. I like the spot I got it at. Truth be told, I got Miami +2.5 as well. So I'm kind of hoping it's a 1-point game, bro. So I can hit the middle and hit both bets.
That would be
Because
nice.
the lines were trending to Miami early in the week. Later in the week, started pulling to the Eagles. So I took the +2.5, and I took the Eagles -1. So if the Dolphins, let's say if they lose by 2, I would still win both bets. So that's what I'm hoping for. But because the lines were trending to the Eagles late, I felt better giving out that pick.
Yeah, and right now on FanDuel, I saw that now the Dolphins are getting 3 points. I don't know if you want to dip a little bit more on that. That
Yeah,
makes you
that's
think.
crazy.
That makes you kind of
Dude,
like,
that's a
oh.
line that's like teetering right there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good middle opportunity, I think, man. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout on either side, man. Don't get me wrong. It's not like Miami couldn't pull like some they did to Denver, but I don't think the Eagles let that happen. I
Nah,
think
man.
it's a close game, you know?
I hate the pick, but I can see it, bro, for a lot of reasons. They're at home. They lost to the Jets last week. They want to bounce back. They have to bounce back.
Yeah,
Like,
they kind of have to, but dude, it's not like the Dolphins are a pushover. It's not like they're saying in the locker room like, oh, this is a get right game for us. Like they're not saying that.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
They know they got to put up everything they got to beat this Dolphins team because you got to keep up on offense. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to keep up. Got to keep up.
It's gonna be good. But I listen. I hate the pick, but I ain't mad at you, man. I think it's a good one. I think it's a good spot, and you hopefully you do middle that.
Yeah. Hey, we'll see, man. We'll see. Now let me give you my touchdown scores, and then I'm all wrapped up, man. Give me B-Rob, bro. Brian Robinson, my boy, Big Hat from the Commanders. I love betting on this guy, bro. One of my favorite players ever, bro. When he came out to 50 Cent, when he came back after getting shot, that was just incredible.
That was
Plus
awesome.
128 on Bet Rivers to score a touchdown. Love that. Devontae Adams, bro, talking his shit at a press conference. I love that as well. Dude, I just got this like a few minutes ago, so you probably can still get it at this exact same odds. Plus 175 on FanDuel. You're telling me I could get one of the most talented receivers to ever play this game. You know what I'm saying? Devontae Adams is that damn talented. At 175 and him basically saying, hey, get me the fucking ball. Yeah, I'm all over that, bro. All over it. 175 on FanDuel. Give me Lamar Jackson, bro. L-Jack to get it into the end zone as well. I like him. I'm betting on his team. I like him to score. Plus 135 on Betway. A.J. Brown sticking with the Miami game. I feel like you could throw a dart at the wall and pick any touchdown score in that game. I could see Tyreek getting in there. I could see Waddle getting in there. I could see any of your running backs that are healthy getting in there. I could see any of the Eagles running backs, Jalen Hurts, whatever spot you want, Devonta Smith, whoever's playing, bro, I feel like has a good chance to get into the end zone. But I like A.J. Brown the best, plus 145 on Hard Rock. And my last one is Austin Eckler. Bro, when I saw this value, I almost fainted, my boy. I'm talking about plus 115. All right, plus 115 on Fliff. You are not getting that type of value anywhere else, man. So again, if you don't have Flip Sportsbook, if you have the open mind to just keep opening up sports books, take advantage of the different lines. Flip is a great one to get, available in every state, and they're sort of like a Mickey Mouse book, bro. You know what I'm saying? They fuck up odds a lot, so they're great to take advantage of, man.
No, that shit plus money for Eckler to score.
Plus money for Eckler, man. Can you believe
against
that?
KC, and that's a guy that runs and passes out of catches out of the backfield.
It's insane, bro. Insane.
That's good, man. I love the even though he's going against my team, I love the AJ Brown touchdown. That's one of my bets. Let me just rattle mine off real quick. So
let's hear it.
So I got my favorite bet is Cleveland -3.5 at -110. Deshaun Watson is active today. Kareem Hunt is going to give it a go. I love this Cleveland Browns team for the reasons that you said earlier. Their defense is no freaking joke. Love them in this spot. I think they win by more than 3 points going against Gardner Minshew. So I love that. The next one is the Pittsburgh Steelers, who I hate.
Ooh.
You get in 3 points. This is a Steelers home game in LA. I love
coming
their
off
defense.
The bye too.
Yeah, coming off the bye, you got that home game. You're better defensively. Kyron Williams is out for the Rams. I like the Steelers to at least worst case scenarios they push, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Next spot, I like the Green Bay Packers going against this terrible Denver Broncos team. Listen, the Denver Broncos are basically tanking at this point. They look a damn mess. Give me the Packers -1. I like that spot for them. And
love it.
Then I got 2 touchdown scores. I got Travis Kelce to get into the end zone -125. I don't like the odds. If I got it earlier, I would have had better numbers.
Dude,
Kelce,
Taylor Swift going all over that screen, bro. You know what I'm saying? He scores. It's going to be her all day.
Bro, Kelce, #1 option there in Kansas City, man. You're going against the Chargers. He scored 3 times against the Chargers in a game last year. Didn't score last week.
He got to put up at least one, bro.
Exactly. Love it. And then I got the same guys you, +125.
Let's go. Yes, sir.
AJ Brown to get into the end zone.
Let's do it.
Last 2 games he hasn't scored. This dude is playing in prime time. They need him to score. Our Dolphins defense, we're ass when it comes to the DB. So give me AJ Brown to score a touchdown. And then I got the +300. Let me get this out the way. +300 same game parlay there. Reads as this: Tyreek Hill 60 yards, Hurts 200 yards, Goddard 25 against his Dolphins defense that can't stop any tight ends. Only 25 for Devonta Smith. Tua in the offense getting 225. AJ Brown, who I think has a monster game. I picked him in the end zone.
I like that.
70. Waddle getting a little 25, and then I just wanted to make the odds go to 300, so I threw that last one in there, which is just to get the numbers up. I think big time players have played big time in prime time, and I think Tyreek Hill and AJ Brown.
It's gonna be a fun game, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun, man. So those are my picks, man. Hopefully you bounce back. You got a lot. You got 12 plays here for the day. I'll be keeping track on that.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you as always, man, tuning in.
Yeah, hey, absolutely, man. Listen, bro, I like listening to the show. You know what I'm saying? While you're riding off the picks, I'm just making sure I got all my picks ready to go, and then I'm just listening to you break down the game. And bro, listen, this is the best time of the year, man. You know what I'm saying? Football, we gotta enjoy it, bro. You know what I'm saying? We gotta enjoy football season, bro. It's only a few weeks, man. It's only a few weeks, bro. Gotta enjoy it every week, bro.
Already 7 weeks in, bro. It's crazy, man.
Crazy as fuck, man.
But I appreciate you taking the time and doing this, man. Hopefully we get some dubs this week.
Yeah, we gotta bounce back, man.
All right, my man. So I will catch you next week.
Yeah, hey, bro. Yeah, every week, man. I'm trying to come back every week, bro.
All right, my brother. I appreciate you. Everybody tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you continue to tune into the show. Follow George on Twitter. His link is in the description. And happy betting. Gamble responsibly. Enjoy NFL Sunday.
Yes, sir.